Alright, so what we want to do is have an exclusive bus just to come to RCC for only the students. So it would be like instead of like the bus going around like every
unnecessary people. Thinking like unnecessary creepy people up. That it has like maybe like 3 basic stops, like from I guess from Nyack, Spring Valley, and have a shop where if like someone if the people can find themselves to that spot, then the shuttle buses can pick them up, and it would be like basically like a school bus just for R.C.C.
Yeah,
students.
not to the public.
Just for R.C.C. students and staff.
And Rockland
You have
County.
to have the little R.C.C. identification to get on the bus.
And like just instead of doing 5 days a week, we would think to start it off like maybe do Monday or Thursday, just 2 days a week to start it off because see how many students will do it. And we would stop at like 5 different locations in Rockland County between like so the kids would meet up, go there, and they come to school instead of stopping every whatever every 100 feet.
We want like 2 buses, one to go to one side of Rockland and one to go to the other side of Rockland. Just to start off to see like how successful we can be, like get with it because you know the funding of course is going to be one of the biggest issues. But I guess if you start it off small with the like
Yeah, start small, then you go big. You gotta start somewhere.
yeah, but at least have it like 2 days a week instead of like every day because like it's gonna
Yeah.
if it's on
I think I've nice about possibly doing Monday, Thursday. Most students, there are students that go every day, or there are students that usually go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or students go Tuesday, Thursday. So it gives people opportunity.
It gives all students an opportunity to at least try that new form of transportation at least once.
Yeah, exactly. And like the beginning of the semester, we were thinking like offering like a bus ticket, like at a discounted price.
Oh, similar to like the tour.
Yeah, similar to like that.
Like
Before the shuttle buses, so I guess it can help us like contribute to the funding for
Yeah,
the.
yeah, and also the funding would also come from maybe like student activity fees. So
and we
come
can
in there.
always start like the 5 of us can start a club for it.
Or fundraise or something like that.
Fundraisers.
A lot of kids come out, students, staff, people in the area, so you never know.
And not only would this benefit the students of R.C.C., benefit the parents of the students of R.C.C. because a lot of parents don't want to have to drive their kids to school, but they don't want them to take those tour buses that are, most of them are unsafe for their kids. Because, every parent overthinks and is like, oh my god, my kid's going to die on the bus. That whole thing.
Well, I mean, not only that, because that's the thought that every parent could have on any bus, whether it's a school bus, a public bus, but it's just, I mean, it's a cleaner environment, it's a better environment that it would be offering, because, I doubt homeless people that, like, sticky stuff coming on an R.C.C. bus, like, you know what I'm saying, so, like, so, yeah. I mean, personally, one way, like, for me, I took the bus every day last semester, and I was a full-time student taking 6 classes. I went 8 to 2, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I would have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to basically shower, get ready, grab my stuff, to go out at 7 in the morning to get to school. I would get to school late from 8 o'clock class. So doing that already, it started me off horribly every day, always exhausted, like I'd get to class late, it affected my grade very strongly. Ended up getting a D in that class. And it was mainly because I was always late to that class. My teacher would not cut me a break. If I go to an earlier bus, I'd have to get up even earlier in order to get onto the next one. So, I mean, if we can accomplish something like the shuttle bus, it cuts down on the amount of time for transportation for the students here. I would at least say, because when I would get on the bus, it would take over an hour to get here, and we'd be stopping at every single stop for all the other pedestrians.
And then if you have to go from school to work, which I take the bus to go to work every day, I almost miss getting to work on time. Like I have to take the bus 2 hours beforehand just to get to work on time. And when I'm sitting at my job waiting for my shift to start, it's so
Use your time in a better manner,
It's definitely a long-term bus, like because the bus is fault coming late because I'm making her like be like horrible in her classes and stuff. So it's definitely a bad effect.
And then, of course, there's with the idea of taking an earlier bus, but having to wake up so much earlier, it's like affecting like your performance when you actually do get
Yeah.
to class. So it's like you're
It
not
wasn't
able
just
to.
that class that I got a D. I got 3 Ds out of 6 classes. It brought my GPA down completely. I was doing my absolute best trying to, do as well as I could in school, but no matter what, I was always so exhausted. I get to school, I was falling asleep in class.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that's not just me personally. I know a few others who also have to take the bus have had the same situation happen to them. And I knew from the first semester that I was here, I was getting a ride every day from my one friend. So when she stopped going, I had to take the bus. But compared to my grades first semester, I was getting perfect grades. So I balanced those two out, and I mean, it did take a strong effect on me, and definitely others.
Yeah, I own my own car, so I can't imagine taking the bus every single day. Like it could definitely be a hassle. It's a very definitely a hassle.
I mean, something about it, when you, that feeling when you miss the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the worst feeling.
You have to
Wait,
wait how
it's
long?
like the last bus of the night.
Yeah.
And you're like, how am I gonna get home?
Yeah.
Then you have to call a taxi and pay $18 or more to get to your house, rather than the $2 to get off the bus. Because the bus either comes way too early, or it comes late and you get nervous and you panic and you call a taxi because it's late, like 10, 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
For me, it's like you feel like crap in the morning because it's like if you miss that bus, then you're missing class. Like that's basically it.
Yeah.
Because it comes on every half hour, so you're gonna be you're missing that complete class. So it's like you don't really have any options. So I guess it basically now, like after you hearing like what we have to say about like do you know do like what is your input and like how do you feel like about this is like
I mean, I'm for the shuttle bus because I personally don't take the bus, but I know a friend who takes the shuttle bus. He has to wait at 4 o'clock. He's got a 7 o'clock class.
Oh, wow.
And there's a physics class, and it goes for like common hour.
Mhm.
And you can't afford to miss that. You can't be late.
Yeah.
Because it's sad, because some teachers, they're not very lenient on, being late. So, I mean, I can't imagine waking up at 4 o'clock. Because I'm not certain person who goes to bed like really late.
yeah.
For me to wake up like 2 or 3 hours
Yeah.
to go to school.
It's
If you
insane.
It
go
is.
through a full day of school and then a full day of work and then have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
oh my god, you're exhausted.
So, when he was doing that, he was like me. Like, he was going to school like basically 12 hours. And then just go home, just wake up like 2 hours later. And it was just,
Yeah.
it's
You
crazy.
you pretty much take the bus, you go home to sleep, and then you wake up 2 hours later, you go to school, and you're all over again.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
you don't have time for yourself.
It's definitely a hassle.
So as far as like for getting the shuttle buses to be put into effect, do you know if there's anything that you can do to help us or anyone that could help us to take the next step into getting this done?
Well, I don't know. I do know, like clubs. There's a specific account. It's called a transportation account. They're like eligible for $400 every semester, like every club. And if you don't use that $400 this semester, it'll add up to $800 next semester. So, and then if you, when it comes back to fall, then it starts to snap at 200. I mean, 400. Because it just like recycles. So it goes 400, 800, and 400.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you want to like make it like a hefty trip in the spring semester, then you have $800. I mean, what they can do is like they can find there's like a lot of different accounts, and they're like there's a miscellaneous account, there's like conference, there's all kinds of accounts. They can work something out. Like you see the student activity fees,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
can you guys could fundraise or do something.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of potential in this idea. Just
We have, I'd say we have a decent amount of signatures.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
We started a petition
yeah.
and we went around to kids.
A lot of people like were willing to sign it. Like they were just like, yes, this is awesome. Like having a shuttle
I don't
bus.
think it would go to waste, honestly. I think a lot of students would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of kids who could do it. Take the bus.
Not only that, because I do know, because on Tuesdays I have a budget and finance meeting, and there's a representative from Broker Hall. She takes care of she manages all the accounts for R.C.C. Like, all the funds and all the accounts, just like she knows like people. I don't remember the particular company that she like talks to when their clubs are trying to Lorraine Soriano. Lorraine. I'm not gonna pronounce her last name, but her first name is Lorraine.
Yeah, if more kids were to take the bus to come to school, like, because everybody knows the traffic in the parking lot's a hassle.
Yes.
The park and everything like that. So if more kids would take the bus, there'd be less traffic,
And more parking
and
spots.
more parking spots for students and everything like
So
that.
then it's
So that's another problem
two
right there.
problems.
Because
Yeah,
even
if you-
students who do commute from farther away, if they find out that there's a cheaper way to commute to school,
Yeah.
Saves
specifically,
tons of gas money.
Yeah.
They could bring their car to like, if they come from, he's from Orange County, so if they come from Orange County, they can take their car to like Hampstraw Park and just stop in Shaw parking lot in Hampstraw and then take that bus to R.C.C. So that saves them half the gas money
Yeah.
to get to school.
Especially kids in the area that live close, like instead of taking the car, we just hop on the bus.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's true.
because if they know they're gonna get the class on time, then they'll do it. But because now, like everyone sees it, it's like it's a hassle. Like that's why nobody takes the bus.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I refuse to take the bus without somebody that I know on the bus with me because buses are scary. They're just not reliable all the time.
Yeah.
This would be scheduled to class times, so you wouldn't be late to your classes because it would come minutes before your class starts rather than minutes after your class starts.
Yeah, come at convenient times. And
Welcome
like
to that.
I know like at other like community colleges like Ock or like Westchester Community College, they have like a transportation thing like this bus,
Yeah.
like the bus. But like if we do this, I think it would like inspire other colleges to maybe do the same thing because maybe old students at those colleges like, oh, they get this and why don't we get like
Yeah.
that, you know? So that's a big part.
Exactly. It's started trending.
Yeah, it started trending. Yeah.
I mean, that is a good concept. I didn't personally take the bus, but it's still good because I know friends.
Yeah,
who
of course.
So the transportation company she was talking about, like, do you know who is like who runs that program?
I don't know the logistics, but I know if you definitely talk to that representative, like she give you a great amount of information on that. Because like, she's the one with the contact. Because what the club has to do, they have to come to us, and they don't really have they just fill out a request form that they want to go to like whatever designation that they want to go to, and because they automatically get it, you're already entitled to $400 or $800 a month for transportation. But there's a particular company that I would want her to talk to. She's been working with them previously, but she would definitely have much more in-depth information. But she's the one who has she has like a lot of connections that she has manages most of the finances. So.
Alright, awesome. That sounds so great.
Yeah, because we can definitely do that.
Yeah, it's awesome. She actually promotes student inputs, whether it's feasible or not, she still likes to hear
What students have to say.
yeah, being an activist, making a change, making a difference. So.
Yeah, it can't hurt. Like,
Yeah, it can't hurt. You never know.
at all.
You never know.
Yeah.
Do you know how those other schools fund for this shuttle bus?
Really, it's not. It's the same as this. It's like a public transportation bus. Like I said, like
It's like if we started, then
It'd be a trend.
that's a trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
be a trend. So that would help me out.
Yeah, because for me personally, the first semester I had to take the bus and I was always late, and it did affect my grade. And now I have to like go with my friend, so I have to work my schedule around my friend just to not take the bus.
I
So
was in that
it's
last
really it's so inconvenient. And like I have to depend on my friend. Like I can't because I'd rather not take the bus because like the bus is always gonna make me late. If I would have not if I was taking the bus, I'll probably be like feeling like so bad. So like I depend on my friend to bring me to school all the time. She's my best friend. So like it's not hassle.
I
But
just
still
find that it's ridiculous how professors they don't at least accommodate for their lateness.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
Even
Even our teacher,
Yes.
she was like, I feel really bad because I'm one of those teachers that does that. And once we started explaining it to her, she kind of had it more change of heart that, wow, it's not your fault.
It isn't.
We try our hardest to get to school on time, and the buses are still
Sometimes that I have to run from
Oh my
like
God.
the building to just try to like get to
especially
class
here.
in time.
Attendance is big.
It is.
yeah, the teachers say
They
that.
stress it.
Can make or break you.
Because a lot of other colleges, they really don't care whether you be in class.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
show up for midterm and final, you still pass.
Yeah.
But this college is they want
Yeah, they want you to attend class. Yeah.
That's why
They
this
should more. They should be more considerate about like how we
Yeah,
what we
exactly.
go through. Like really, it's not like our fault.
Yeah,
It's
I
not like we
think
want to be late. Yeah, like not trying to misinformation. Like we said, like if the bus comes at a certain time, like it's convenient for everyone. Say you can reach 9 o'clock class, the bus will come like 8:30 or whatever, 8:20, whatever.
yeah, like and if it does go like grand, like it'd be nice to have like, cause there's certain classes that run the same time frame. Like for an example, like 11 o'clock to like 12:15.
Yeah.
Or 9 to 10. It would be nice to have like multiple buses. Like, oh yeah, I have a 9 o'clock class. I'll take student 9 o'clock class.
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
exactly. You feel like it becomes like.
And who cares? If you're here
Yeah.
half hour early, that's not a big deal.
That's not a big deal.
half an hour early is a lot better than waking up 2 hours earlier than you should be and waiting in school where there's like if you've already studied and done everything at home, there's nothing.
It's like three, 4 convenient times, and like we said, we'd start out for 2 days a week, and if everybody starts doing it, we get the money, everything like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 days later. Who knows?
I definitely think selling like a certain type of pass would definitely help with this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really like
Because you don't always have to have cash on you or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the bus passes that they have for the tour bus. You get the bus pass, you just flash it to them, you walk on the bus.
Yeah.
See, and then I feel like that $60 pass that we know, the $60 that we're spending on those bus passes to stop in every single stop, picking up everybody.
Yeah.
That $60 can go towards your going to from home to R.C.C. and picking up, the students that are needed to be picked up and then here, rather than unnecessary people. Like, I just feel like.
And then hopefully eventually lower the price for the tour bus passes because less people will be using it. Less people will be using it as often. So it only comes certain days instead of like you'd still come every day, but it wouldn't be needed as much.
And it can be like an incentive too. So some people take the bus, like, oh, I don't want to get up this early to the class. Say if they want to come, so they can take this bus and they're on time class, they'll be like, oh, that's fine.
Instead of waking up 5 hours before your class,
Yeah, whatever.
2
I
hours.
was like, wake up some days and I would be like, I don't feel like taking the bus today, so I guess I'm not going to class.
Exactly.
I'd be like, it's pouring outside. It's like 8 hours. I'm not going to stand at the bus stop for 20 minutes and wait for my bus to get here right now. So I was like, that was my decision factor for like if I'm going to school or not. Do I want to take the bus today? And it was horrible. Like if I had a car, if I had
I have
keys
to
or
walk
whatever,
from my bus stop to like my house is a mile, so it hail, sleet, snow,
It's not
everything.
I
Like,
can relate to that. It's not feasible. Well, I could walk to it. It'll take like 10 minutes.
yeah, exactly. But it's like
Walk,
so
and like I said,
annoying.
I don't want to get wet in my clothes. Is that a person with that feet?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's personal.
I was like, okay, so you're not the rest of that.
There's
Yeah,
no
I
worse
don't know.
feeling than
Exactly.
wet jeans is the worst feelings ever.
Trust me, I know. Personally, today, wet jeans, fun, and sitting in like this chair.
This is like this never done. It's like.
It's ridiculous. And even if you live like right outside the bus stop, it's still you don't know what time the bus is
Yeah, exactly.
because it's never reliable. So you're waiting there for 20 minutes. You're waiting there 10 minutes before the bus should come, and then 10 minutes after the bus should come, and you're like, oh my god, I'm here for 20, 30 minutes waiting for a bus that's never gonna come.
I go outside 15 minutes before my bus is scheduled to be at my stop, just to make sure, because I'm not 100% positive around what type of time it's running on in that day. Like, it could be running early. There's days where it would be 20 minutes before the bus is supposed to come, and it would just pass my house, and I would miss the bus. And then I'd have to wait, and then the next one, of course, would be one that's on time for the time that it's coming, and I'd be outside waiting there for half an hour.
So, do you live around Rockland?
Yeah, I live in Home.
Okay.
It's like 7 minutes to be car.
So do you know like routes, like maybe like a route that would be like beneficial for us to have the buses go on, like that you would recommend or anything?
Well, it's like kind of like a circle. I know if you go underneath this campus, you get to that into Osborne, you just keep going down. And there's, I mean, you could definitely make a trip. I mean, I could definitely see like a circle. I mean, it's not.
Because I feel like all the towns, like Spring Valley, Havistraw, we're all connected.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I'm
actually
saying? So,
If there, even if there's one bus take a lot less time than the little buses that go to just Abstract, go just to Stony Point.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
those buses stop every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then,
And it wouldn't stop twice in say Haversham. It'd be like one location.
Yeah.
Just all of there.
And isn't there some bus that's like Haversham water too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, which one do I take? And I'm a first timer, and it's like
what do you take?
tour 100, 101, and they like so
Yeah.
intimidating
And you're like,
information.
and
Yeah.
even when
That's what to take.
the bus schedule is not understandable. I had to ask somebody
I
else.
was asking
I was like, I have no idea how to take this.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking at it and you're thinking, does it mean that it's picking you up at this location at that time, or does it mean that it's dropped?
Sometimes the signs don't even list on the buses, so you can't even tell sometimes whatever bus is pulling up to you. We'll just have nothing, and I'm just like, I don't know if that's my bus or not. I can't even explain to you the amount of times I miss the bus trying to leave here because they don't have anything written on there where they're going, and then I'm like, oh, is that my bus? Oh, okay, cool. The next one doesn't come for another half hour. Awesome.
Yeah. You have to get to like Nicolette. You have to get to work as it is. And what if you get late out of your class and you miss your bus?
Yeah.
Well, that happens a lot, honestly. Like, well, yeah, I had to leave. I had to leave like 10 minutes early in class because I had to catch the bus.
Exactly.
That's another way home, you know?
Yeah.
If you sit at the bus stop out front there
Yeah.
and just sit there for a couple, like an hour, you'll see people rushing.
Yeah,
the bus
like,
stop.
right.
And then there's people sitting there for an hour waiting for their bus to come because they're like, I don't know what time to be here. And it's everywhere that it is though. Like, I could be passing somewhere to drive from like my house to the supermarket, and then I'll drive past there after going grocery shopping like an hour later, and they'll still be sitting there waiting for the bus. They're like, oh my god, my bus didn't come. I'm screwed.
The thing is, it's like the times that the bus even comes here is like the most inconvenient random times. It's like, if I go to class 9 to 3, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be done at 3, so the bus will come at like 2:45. And I'm like, really? Like, really? I have to run across campus and hopefully get out of class early if I want to try to make that bus. Like, it's, so then if not, if I don't make that bus, then I have to wait an extra like 25 minutes, like even a half hour to get onto the next bus, which would be around 3 something.
And then they never come on time. So
Yeah.
they'll say it to you.
Yeah, they'll never come on time. Yeah, so
Or definitely.
And then sometimes the buses, they don't stop. They keep going if no one's standing outside, and they don't see people start walking to the bus. They'll keep going. They don't care if nobody's there. They just keep going.
Oh, I've had that happen to me so many times. Like, I'll be standing right in front of the bus and like they'll just keep going. I'm like,
Yeah,
where are
you're like,
going?
I literally was standing here. I was here on time, and they're passing me. They just passed me. They see me
That's
rushing.
the worst feeling in the world.
It sucks.
Or the worst feeling I could possibly think of was scenario. You're rushing for the bus, and it's packed, and it's like, okay, reach maximum capacity.
Oh my
And
god.
you're like, you can't come on.
Yeah.
Or you gotta do the over thing and hold the rail.
Yeah.
People, yeah.
And it's just,
Just be everybody
That's
like
why
this.
people
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
The worst is the fact that it's an hour-long bus ride home,
Yeah.
and if there's no seats, I have to stand up there with my backpack carrying all my books,
yeah.
and I'm holding onto a rail, praying that I'm not gonna fall over while they keep stopping every time.
And then those buses
Yeah.
They do. These buses, I personally think, because there's a Haverstraw building for R.C.C. in Haverstraw.
Yeah.
I think that's where the bus stop should be. Because
Yeah.
you have public safety right there. So if somebody wants to mug you at your bus stop, public safety will be there. And they'll be right there to be like, whoa, let's break this up. Whereas the bus stops, they're across the street from R.C.C. on the other side. Like, that's the bus that I take, and it's on the other side of the road, on a different road than R.C.C. And it's the R.C.C. bus. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
This was really scary.
So you're standing there, and you have no one. It's in front of a random house. It's a random house, and you're like, oh my god. And if you're standing there alone, and you're like a girl, like us, or even if you're a guy like him, look at him, and then look at me. I'm tiny, and he's like a nice, like he looks muscular. I don't look like that. I would be scared if I looked like him. I'd be standing there going, oh my god, somebody's gonna kill me.
Okay, so we definitely should get in contact with Marie.
Yes.
I would say that would be awesome. Maybe if we show her.
We almost have like 200 signatures. So
Yeah.
that's in the last couple of days. Yeah.
Between all of us, yeah, we've got.
She's by far the best person I could possibly think of.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, she deals with budget. She has like, she knows like connections. She knows the connection that are there. Like she knows people who can help you address the issue or, start something.
Alright, awesome.
Okay.
That's great. So you should be showing her these also.
Showing her all the
signatures.
Yeah,
signatures.
same shit, right?
And basically that's what she did. Like just address her, like oh, we're trying to do, shuttle bus, trying to get like our students and how many people in the tour buses and.
I wish you would have told me about doing that one.
Oh yeah, I was thinking I should have like called her,
Because we asked who's it?
We asked John Mayer and we asked
John.
Yeah.
John Siegel.
John Siegel.
Siegel.
Like who we can
Yeah.
ask
Yeah.
to ask
and he was telling me you and
and Mendel
Mendel.
Would be the people that
Yeah, he didn't say anything about Lorraine. So, but yeah, we can definitely talk to her.
We'll definitely talk to her.
She should be nice.
Even if she just wants to, it would be nice to have her here, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
I actually wish
she
she
could
was here. She could be the better information.
Mm.
Well, at least you being here, you
Yeah.
told me about what
You
you
got
learned.
it, yeah.
so it helps. And people are seeing, like, I was talking to one person about this, and I had 10 people come up to me and say, what's this petition for? Like, they heard it, and they got so excited about it, they're like, oh my god, please do this. Like, I had people begging me, saying, will you please do this? If you do this, I will literally love you forever.
It's really convenient. It's like great.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything negative about it so far.
Yes, nobody has been
Like
like,
you. No, I don't want to
I need an idea.
Yeah. Now.
Just the only barrier is just the money.
Yeah.
and I think that students would not have a problem paying a little bit extra to be safer and on time to their classes.
I mean, there definitely were a lot of people who would be interested in it, who asked me to contact them after.
Yeah,
that
huge help.
too.
See, but as far as the activity goes, like, like, that's coming out of students' money. So, like, what if, like, students don't want us to use the money for that?
I mean,
It's not like but that's including the tuition.
yeah. First of all, every student here, we will pay like a portion. It comes out of your tuition like you see it.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, the money's being used one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like for budget and finance, we have people come in and request money to do events without the consent of you guys. I didn't know that. I didn't tell this guy like he could do an event, even though I think they're, student pieces. Something that you use whatever you like.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
still save it.
Yeah.
So
You're already paying for it, so what do you care what you're using?
exactly. I mean, and you're just sitting there, not doing anything. You can't really complain if you're not, making an initiative.
Exactly.
And even when you sign up for classes, like they would say, hey, would you like to give a little bit of extra money? But ask students, would you like to give some extra money? You can give as much as you want, as little as you want, for a shuttle bus that can help you get to
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And you know how many students would be like, yeah, take
Yeah, like we said,
however amount of money from that and
like maybe like we said again, like a fundraiser or something like that.
definitely a
Anything.
fundraiser.
A big sale, or bake some cookies.
I bake a lot. So I have no problem doing a huge bake sale. And this might be a project, but honestly, this is something that I personally would like to get done. So I'm very passionate about this more than I probably should be.
I was like, this is my focus, so I think definitely is that.
It's definitely something that I
So
strongly.
when you guys had your whole colloquium, who did you talk to?
Wendy, who's the head of hospitality. Well, she's the head. Well, she's not the. No, yeah, she's the head of hospitality. She conducts classes, and we went to her. We had her. We had it in that cooking room. That's where we did our cooking. We had the chairman of hospitality, we had the head of hospitality, we had the professor. We just had a random friends.
Alright.
I'm confused.
Thank you for coming, though.
Thank you.
sit at home. Don't have her leave sitting down.
Okay.
Alright, awesome. Thank you so much for
Thank you
your
for
help.
your help and
Thank
listening
you
to
for
our
your time.
No problem.
Thank you for listening to our music.
Yeah.